Okay, this is update 3 of my 1989 Ford Bronco. It's been a while since I made one. The last time I made a video about this car, it had a head gasket that had blown up, so I had to replace that. Set for a while. I want to say about half a year that it's set. Recently I rebuilt the transmission. Like I said, the head gaskets, heads were machined again. So I finally got it back out on the road. Still a few issues here and there. Mainly when accelerating, I see a drop in RPMs. But so far, I'm still driving it. You can see the interior is still worse for wear. It's a mess inside. But if we pop the hood, you can see there's a noticeable difference right here. So main thing I've done, like I said, head gaskets, repainted the valve covers blue, make the engine bay look a little bit prettier. Still a 3-row aluminum radiator, 180-degree thermostat. Replaced every single vacuum line here with some O'Reilly's. I want to say it was O'Reilly's, just some O'Reilly's hose. And that's pretty much about it. It's doing okay. It's winter, so it's a little bit sluggish. It doesn't like the cold at all. But yeah, transmission, like I said, it was rebuilt. I don't know if you can see it under there. Hopefully you can. But yeah, so far it's a small update, but still big changes. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and get this cup of water here, put it right here, and we're gonna do a little startup. See if it's outside. That's good. That should be good. Hopefully you guys can see that good. All right, cool. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to assume the camera recorded that little startup. It's much healthier than it was before, this is for sure. So yeah, you know, it's been a working process for a while now. I hope to keep going with it. But yeah, I mean, 2022, not much I can do right now. I'm still waiting to start working. So yeah, once I start working, I'll definitely do a whole lot of stuff to it, a whole lot of modifications to make it run a little bit better. Let me go ahead and take you guys on a quick little drive, explain how it is driving this vehicle nowadays. You know, gas is getting a bit expensive. I just filled up the tank. It was about $100, but you know, I manage. So see if I can keep the camera from falling. My phone. Let's go on a quick little drive. Cool. We're cruising. You know, gas is expensive nowadays, like I said, and this thing is only giving me about 10 miles to the gallon, I want to say, which is not too bad when you have a 30-gallon tank, but it is pretty bad on your finances, you know. Gas is like almost $4 nowadays in Arizona. So, but I mean, this thing drives, you know. Right now it's I'm going at 40 miles an hour, 1600 RPM. This thing wants to go whenever it wants to go, you know. It actually does pretty well. But you know, when it doesn't want to go, you get a lot trying to get it to where you want to be. It's definitely not that reliable. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a Bronco, and I love this car. I couldn't trade it for anything else. So, you know, yeah. This is pretty much the route I take every single day from school to home. And it does pretty well. The mornings, it's a little bit rowdy. Like I said, when I accelerate, I don't know if you guys can hear. Sometimes the RPMs drop for a second. And it does that constantly. And sometimes when you're at a red light, it wants to die out on you, it dies out on you, and you gotta start it up again. Runs fine for a few more minutes, then it dies again. My theory behind it is that since I put a cooler, like an actual cooler, separate from the radiator, specifically for the transmission oil, I think what happens is that the transmission is running too cold and it starts failing on you. Because I replaced everything on the engine bay because I thought it was something with maybe, I don't know, the cooling system. I had a 160-degree thermostat, and that thing wasn't getting up to temperature at all. And that, when that thermostat was on, it was failing really bad. But, you know, after I fixed that, it's still doing that issue. So I'm just driving it right now how it is. Once I start getting a job, you know, I might tear at it a bit more. Maybe replace the thermostat with a 190, maybe, and the Motorcraft coolant temperature sensor and sender. Because I took it to a mechanic, he told me, yeah, if you get AutoZone parts or O'Reilly's parts for these old cars, your computer is most likely not gonna read it. Which, by the way, I also replaced a computer too recently. I got one that was already coded and ready to play, but it still didn't fix it. So I'm not sure what it could be at this point. But right now it's drivable enough where I can take it to school, to work. I'm gonna start soon. So hey, if it can last me for a few more months, I'll take proper care of this thing, and we'll hopefully be set with it. Maybe take it to get painted and upholstered sometime in the future, but I'm not too worried about that right now. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to do a little update for you guys. You know, the radio, I wish the radio would work, but it doesn't work. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just chilling right now. And yeah, thank you for watching.